Most people think they know Manchester, but beneath these streets lies a secret canal junction, hidden bridges, the steepest street in the city centre, and one of the UK's most luxurious hotels, all within a 15-minute walk from the Piccadilly station. Today, I'm taking you to places even lifelong locals have never seen. So we are starting here on Ducie Street beside the iconic 111 Piccadilly and opposite the City Suites, just steps from the Piccadilly Gardens and the train station or the Piccadilly Exchange. Over the next 17 minutes or so, we'll explore hidden history, stunning architecture and canals you've never knew that they existed. And as we move up the street, we are passing by the Premier Inn, but on the other side, that's the Ducie Warehouse. And then we'll turn here. So that's the Dale Street. Just beside us is the Rochdale Canal towpath. So it will be right at the end of this car park, behind the Premier Inn Hotel. A historic waterway completed in 804 to connect Manchester to Sowerby Bridge in West Yorkshire. So right at the end on the right hand side there, that would be at the bottom is the Piccadilly Basin, where two canals actually connect. I've spoken about this in the past. That is the Ashton Canal and the Rochdale Canal. And these canals once carried barges loaded with coal and cotton during Manchester's Industrial Revolution, which we've spoken about in many of the videos. Today, they are peaceful escape from the busy streets of Manchester, lined with coveted mills, modern apartments, and reflections that make some beautiful views. So now we're back on Ducie Street, and this one in front of us, as I said before, is the Ducie Street Warehouse, a Grade 2 listed building from 1867, once a key storage point for goods arriving by the canal. So underneath this area that we are passing by now is a hidden bridge that many people or very few people know about. Beneath us, two major waterways, as I said, meet each other, and that is from the Rochdale Canal and the Ashton Canal. This junction is the Piccadilly Basin, and it was once a hive of industrial activity, but today it's tucked quietly below this road, unnoticed by most. If you go all the way down, you can cross underneath here, and you'll come at to the Piccadilly Basin. And on the right hand side, it will bring you to the Ashton Canal itself. And then in front of us is the Dakota Manchester Hotel. This is a modern 5-star gem that opened in 2019, known for its understated luxury. It boasts stylish rooms, a champagne room, and even a cigar terrace. And it has stunning views of the Ashton Canal. It is consistently ranked among the best hotels in Manchester. And now we are on Jutland Street, famously nicknamed as the Heart Attack Hill, with a gradient of over 30%. This cobbled street is the steepest climb in the city centre. But before we see the climb, we're going to catch views of this Ashton Canal. Very beautiful. And all these are places that are hidden around the Manchester city centre, and that many people actually don't know that these ones do exist. But anyways, back on Jutland Street. So back in the 19th century, this street, the Jutland Street, with the steepest climb in the city centre, it linked the upper warehouse to the lower canal wharves, making it a vital connection in Manchester's good network. Today, it rewards the climb with sweeping views of the Ashton Canal and the surrounding apartments. Look at that. Steve, who is one of the channel subscribers, did speak to me about it and say it's the steepest one, and he did challenge me to walk without taking a breath. But I'm happy to tell you, Steve, that I've done it twice. But on this occasion, I came from the opposite side, so I did not climb up the street. So if this is your first time here, the channel goes by the name of Waterways. Please like, share and comment, and also do not forget to subscribe to this channel. This will be beneficial to the growth of this channel, and for that I will be very grateful. So now we've descended back to the Ducie Street. We are passing by again, or catching some views of the Dakota Hotel, and we're going to try to walk all the way down Ducie Street and explore this area to see what it has to offer. So there's quite a number of spaces here. Among them, we have the Diecast, and just down the road here, and all these warehouses that have now been repurposed, just like many other older buildings in Manchester. So we're going to explore a bit of this area, and then we're going to move to the next section that I wanted to show you before we move to the next, where we will finish this recording. But on the right hand side here, this is the Diecast, and actually it is a place for food and drink. There's a similar one called the Freight Island that we're going to see in our upcoming video. A beautiful place that you can see actually also from the Mayfair Park that we have featured. So here there's a few businesses, but there's not much activity because this video was recorded on a Sunday, and there's some road works going on here, so they've blocked the road. But I would say it's a quieter area of the town center, especially on a day like this, and the weather as well, which is not very helpful. On this side of the town, it is raining. And now we are on what is known as the Tarif Street, and this part of the town blends old and new historic brick mills alongside sleek apartment blocks. So from here we can catch beautiful views of the canal. That at the end of it, that is where it actually meets the Rochdale Canal, and on our right hand side that will be the Burlington House. This area is changing very rapidly. It's including one of the tallest towers in town, which is actually under construction but almost done, is just within a few meters away from here. But yes, we have the Burlington House, which is this one here, as I said, on our right hand side. Then the new developments that are coming up, one of them would be the joinery development, which I think is set to open its doors in the next spring. And then we have the Port 1 Street and even a local Aldi. And that is still showing the ongoing transformation of Manchester. Now we are in Ancoats, and this area was once known as a Little Italy, this corner here in Ancoats, and it was because of its vibrant Italian immigration community in the late 1800s. Many came here to work in the mills and built close-knit neighborhoods. On our right hand side there, that was the that building there. It looks like a church, yes, but it had many of these. Well, it has been repurposed. One of them is a hostel, and they have been repurposed from church to residential blocks or places like a hostel. And that is Hell's St. Michael. It was a former church, and as I said, it has been converted into stylish apartments, and part of the complex then has become a hostel. And this is a perfect example of Manchester's ability to adapt historic buildings to modern life. This corner of Ancoats is really beautiful, but it's always very quiet. That one, I should say, is very quiet, but this is just a stone throw away from the town center. I would say about 10 minutes walk. And this building here in the corner is a historical building. So it is on George Lee Street, and it's called the Victoria Square. And it was built in 1894 apparently, and as one of the UK's first purpose-built council housing blocks, in red brick and architecture, and enclosed a courtyard, still standing strong today. So just imagine, it was built in 1894, and even on the streets, the pavements they've done, and the walk with some of, like we still have the cobbled roads which have been maintained. And I believe this would be probably part of it would be the original how it looked like at the beginning when this neighborhood was built. It's really beautiful, very well organized neighborhood. And Ancoats consistently features among, I would say, the top 5 places to live if you're living in the town center. So it's a really good neighborhood if you are looking for an apartment, or you're relocating, as I normally say, from another city or another country, and you're looking for a place to where you can live within the town center. Then Ancoats is always a good option. So we're going to walk a little further up the street just to see what this area looks like. And just to remind you that the channel goes by the name of Waterways. If it's your first time, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share them with friends and family, and do not forget to leave a short comment so that I can come back to you to thank you personally. Also, do not forget to hit on that notification bell so that you're not left out. And you know, when we upload a new video, you will always be prompted so that you don't miss any of the videos that are coming up. Let's catch again views of this end of the Victoria Square just before we move on to the next one. So yes, we have moved a little further up, and we are on Bengal Street and the Roper Court building at the George, it's a junction between George Lee and also the Radium Street. This will be our final stop, and this is one of the gems here. It's a very, very beautiful building. Every time I pass by here, I always have to look, I've seen it 1,000 times, and I always have to look at this building. I find it very very beautiful. I don't know if you have the same opinion, but it's a very, very beautiful building as well. And these would be the original buildings that were set up here in Ancoats. Let's try to walk. Let's try walking to the other corner so that we can see it fully, and that one as well. So that's the Roper Court, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful as well. But the buildings that have been added around it have blended seamlessly. So as I was saying, this will be a perfect place to end our tour today, where Manchester's industrial past meets its residential present. If you enjoyed this virtual tour, please give the video a like, subscribe, and for more walking vlogs, and share your favorite parts of this video in the comment. Thanks for walking with me, and until next time, keep exploring.